Hello and welcome to Krishi Jagran Business, platform that keeps you updated with all the agri news of the nation. This is Yash Saxena. Let's have a quick look at the top headlines of the day. Khadi Village Industries Commission to supply mustard oil to paramilitary forces signs MOU with Assam Rifles. India to help Bangladesh government agrees to supply 5 lakh tons of Parboiled rice. 3-day G20 finance track led by India kicks off in Bengaluru today. Hindustan Unilever buys stake in 2 Indian companies, enters well-being market. Dalmia Group to acquire Jaypee Group's cement assets worth Rs 5,566 crores. GSP Crop Science launches CTPR product Helipro and Ballot for farmers. 2022 Korea Agritech Tradeshow organized by Kamico India to kickstart on 15 December in Hyderabad. US Embassy's Agriculture Department kickstarts spirit tasting flagship initiative in Kolkata. India faces water shortage due to rise in population, says government. Former CM Chandrababu Naidu expresses concern over increasing farmer suicides in Andhra Pradesh. Driven by price hikes, FMCG sector seen clocking revenue growth of 7 to 9% in financial year 23. India imports 131.92 metric ton coals worth Rs 2.3 trillion in April to September this year. Bulk tea prices seen a jump due to supply constraints, according to ICRA. Kenya becomes first African country to introduce and adopt Ephytos. Delhi's air quality improves to moderate. Temperature stands at 8.9 degrees Celsius today. Now the news in detail. Khadi and Village Industries Commission has taken another significant step in making India Atmanirbhar. KVIC signs MOU with the Assam Rifles to supply mustard oil. The decision comes after Home Minister Amit Shah's directive to paramilitary forces to promote local products to support Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. Jitendra Kumar Gupta, Zonal Deputy Chief Executive Officer KVIC and Biju K. Sam, Commandant Assam Rifles, signed the MOU in the presence of KVIC Chairman Manoj Kumar. Amit Shah has also mandated that all CAPF canteens in India to sell only Swadeshi products. The Assam Rifles will soon place an order for 458 quintals of high-quality Kachi Ghani mustard oil valued at approximately 2.71 crore rupees to be supplied by KVIC during 2022-2023. While thanking the Home Minister for his initiative, KVIC Chairman Manoj Kumar said the MOU was a historic step because it is only the second time KVIC has signed a deal with paramilitary forces for material supply. He described it as a significant step towards creating long-term local employment in these difficult times. The Sheikh Hasina government has approached India's High Commissioner in Bangladesh for assistance to supply at least 0.5 million tons of parboiled rice for distribution. According to trade sources, Bangladesh has already issued 2 tenders. Tenders issued on December 6th and 12th will expire on December 21st and 17th respectively. Bangladesh approached India after Dhaka delegation, including the Food Secretary and Director General of the Food Directorate, scouted supplies in Vietnam, Thailand and Cambodia last month. Bangladesh has turned to India because it has been unable to find parboiled rice at a competitive price in these 3 countries. According to the sources, one of the 4 agencies, NAFED, NCCF, Kendriya Bhandar and Cribco Agri, could be shipping rice to Bangladesh on government basis. Rice prices in Bangladesh have risen recently as weather floods and drought have harmed the country's paddy crop. Because its exports have not been restricted, India may not have any difficulty supplying parboiled rice to Bangladesh. Under India's leadership, the first meeting of the finance track of the G20 will start in Bengaluru today. It will involve central bank deputies and senior-most finance ministry bureaucrats of the member countries, finance and central bank deputies also. The meeting is jointly hosted by the Ministry of Finance and the Reserve Bank of India from today to 15th December. The G20 Finance Track will provide an effective forum for global economic discourse and policy coordination. The meeting of G20 Finance and Central Bank deputies will be co-chaired by Ajay Seth, Secretary Department of Economic Affairs, and Michael D. Patra, Deputy Governor of Reserve Bank of India. Their counterparts from G20 member countries, along with several other nations and international organizations invited by India, are participating in the two-day meeting. The meeting is to discuss several of the economic agenda items and prepare the pitch for the February meeting of Finance Minister and Central Bank Governors. The topics discussed will include reorienting international financial institutions to meet the shared global challenges of the 21st century, financing cities of tomorrow, managing global debt vulnerabilities, and sustainable development goals, a globally coordinated approach to unbacked crypto assets, and advancing the international taxation agenda. Hindustan Unilever Limited, the Indian subsidiary of the British multinational consumer goods company Unilever, has announced its entry into the health and well-being segment by acquiring stakes in two major Indian companies, Jaypee Ventures (OZiva) and Nutritional Lab. OZiva, a pioneering plant-based and clean-label consumer wellness brand founded in 2016, focuses on high-demand areas such as lifestyle protein, hair and beauty supplements, and women's health. HUL will acquire 100% of Jaypee Ventures in two tranches. In addition, for Rs 70 crore, the company acquired a 19.8% stake in Nutritional Lab, an online store specializing in female health and nutrition. According to market participants, the valuation of both companies are nearly 5 times their revenue run rates. HUL stated that both companies' current teams will continue to operate all functions of their respective businesses. It will have a seat on the boards of these companies and will provide the necessary capabilities and support as they grow. Both transactions are expected to close in 1 to 3 months, depending on customary closing conditions. Dalmia Bharat Limited on Monday announced the acquisition of the cement assets of Jaypee Group's flagship company Jaiprakash Associates Limited and its associate firms at an enterprise value of Rs 5,666 crores. The deal includes a total cement capacity of 9.4 million tons per annum, along with clinker capacity of 6.7 million tons and thermal power plants of 280 megawatt at an enterprise value of Rs 566 crores. The acquisition will help Dalmia to expand its footprint in the central region. Besides, it will also be a significant step towards the realization of its vision to merge as a pan-Indian cement company with a capacity of 75 million ton by financial year 27. GSP Crop Science, a leader in the agrochemical business based out of Ahmedabad, has launched CTPR chlorantraniliprole under the brand name Helipro and Ballot. The research and development team worked tirelessly to develop CTPR, which GSP Crop will now produce and market as part of the Make in India initiative for the benefit of farmers and customers at large. GSP Crop Science recently received permission from the Delhi High Court to sell and manufacture CTPR in India, following which GSP officially launched its CTPR products Helipro and Ballot, which work through injections, contact, ovilarvicidin and larvicidal on chewing pest insects. CTPR provides an effective and long duration of insect control with its unique mode of action in crops like sugarcane, rice, soybean, pulses and vegetables by controlling all Lepidoptera and other species. It is also toxic to insect eggs, larvae on contact. CTPR has an excellent bottom-up intake and transportation in plants and effectively penetrates plants from root to stem. Korea Agritech Tradeshow 2022 is being organized by Kamico India in Hyderabad. The event will start from 15th of December. The prime objective of this event is to introduce Korean agricultural technology and products in India. It is being organized by Professor Jaishankar Telangana State Agricultural University, AICRP on Farm Implements and Machinery Scheme, Hyderabad. The US Embassy's Department of Agriculture has been urged to reach out to additional Indian cities, beginning with a spirit tasting flagship initiative hosted by the US Consul General in Kolkata on Saturday to rekindle the rising demand of alcoholic drinks in various cities. The demand for premium American alcoholic beverages in major cities such as Delhi and Mumbai witnessed a significant jump of more than double of what it was a year before. This year, the US closed a transaction worth rupees $12.7 billion for distilled spirits in India, which happens to be double of what it earned last year, that is $5.8 million. The US Department of Agriculture now want to go through the unexplored markets of other key Indian cities such as Kolkata and work towards extending their trade outside its strongholds in Mumbai and Delhi. The Taste of America campaign featured a variety of alcoholic beverages including Jack Daniel No. 7, Buffalo Trace and Mitchell's Rye Whiskey and was held at residence of Melinda Pavitt, the US Consul General to Kolkata. Director of the Drama Club Vinayak Singh organized the tasting program to trace America's rich whiskey past in Kolkata. The supply of water per person in the nation is decreasing due to the population growth, according to Vishweswar Tudu, Minister of State for Jal Shakti. He stated in a written reply in the Rajya Sabha that the country's per capita water availability is declining as a result of the rise in population. He continued in his response, the average annual per capita water availability for the year 2031 has been assessed as 1367 cubic meters based on the study of reassessment of water availability in India utilizing space units. This could be an indication that the country is inching towards a water stress situation. For your information, water stress is a condition when there is less than 1700 cubic meters of water available annually per person. Any location or nation's average yearly water availability is heavily influenced by hydrometeorological and geological factors. However, most important factor is the population of a country. Former Chief Minister and Telugu Desam Party President N. Chandrababu Naidu has expressed concern about the rising number of farmer suicides in Andhra Pradesh. While the state set records in agriculture and aqua exports during the TDP regime, it had now become a suicide state. 1,673 farmers' death reported in the last 3 years, he tweeted on Saturday. He pointed out that the state government's anti-farmer policies are putting agriculturists in deep debt and lack of minimum support price and withdrawal of subsidies are forcing them to commit suicide. The TDP chief went on to say that while such serious issues are haunting the people, causing disappointment and depression, the YSRCP government is irresponsibly making statements about United Andhra Pradesh which is not in their hands. He remarked that by declaring that both states should merge, he created confusion to divert people's attention and urged them to investigate the causes of farmer suicide and people's problem to address them immediately. Revenue of the fast-moving consumer goods sector will grow by 7 to 9% this fiscal compared to 8.5% growth the sector reported last year. Primarily driven by price hikes, CRISIL Ratings said in a note on the sector on Monday. Meanwhile, the sector will report volume growth of only 1 to 2% compared with 2.5% last fiscal. In what could bring positive news for the sector, softening of some raw material prices such as edible oil and sugar will help to improve profitability levels of companies in the second half of the current fiscal. The report is based on a CRISIL study of 76 FMCG companies that accounts for 35% of the 4.7 lakh crores annual revenue of the sector. However, revenue growth will vary across categories. India imported 131.92 million tons of coal worth rupees 2.3 lakh crores in April to September period of ongoing financial year. In financial year 22, the country's coal import of 208.93 million tons was worth rupees 2,28,741.8 crores. Coal Minister Prahlad Joshi said in a reply to the Rajya Sabha. Import of coal in India consists mainly of coking coal and high-grade coal, whose prices are normally higher than thermal coal. India imports coking coal and other high gross calorific value coal as domestic production is limited due to either scarce reserves or non-availability. Imported coal-based power plants in the coastal region import coal as they are so designed. Some end users also import coal on commercial and logistic considerations as coal is under open general license system. In its most recent quarterly report on bulk tea, rating agency ICARA stated that 3 consecutive years of subnormal production from 2020 to 2022 combined with a higher volume of exports from India are expected to result in a significant tightness in pipeline stock, which is likely to provide some support to bulk tea prices heading into the new season. The economic crisis in Sri Lanka has resulted in production losses in the island nations, which is the world's largest exporter of orthodox tea. This has kept supply tight in the international market leading to higher volumes of export from India and orthodox tea prices in the domestic market. Cumulative prices for North India, Assam and West Bengal and South Indian orthodox teas increased by 32% to Rs 300 per kg and 9% to Rs 154 kg respectively during the first 7 months of financial year 2023. Because of the superior quality of North Indian orthodox teas, the price increase was much higher than the South Indian orthodox teas. ICR expects orthodox tea prices in the domestic market to remain significantly higher for the full year compared to financial year 2022 levels, as Sri Lanka is likely to suffer further production losses. Kenya has taken an important step towards international marketing of its agricultural products by becoming the first African country to introduce and adopt electronic phytosanitary certification (Ephytos), which is expected to improve the quality of trade with the European market as part of the ongoing agriculture digitization program. A phytosanitary certificate confirms that agricultural products have been inspected and are pest and disease free. Phyto means plant and sanitary means clean or free of pest and diseases. Phytosanitary certificates are official documents issued by government confirming that shipment of the plants and plant products traded internationally are pest and disease free and thus safe to import. Delhiites woke up to a chill in the air today morning as the minimum temperature settled at 8.9 degrees Celsius, even as the air quality in the national capital improved to moderate. The minimum temperature on Monday was recorded at 8.4 degrees Celsius, a notch below the normal. The weather department has forecasted mainly clear sky later in the day and must on Wednesday. The maximum temperature is likely to settle around 27 degrees Celsius on Tuesday, according to the Indian Meteorological Department. So this was all about the news. Let's take a look at today's Agri Quiz question. The question is on your screen. What is the color of endosperm of VD rice? A. Yellow, B. Golden, C. Red, or D. White? You can reply to us via SMS on the number 8800023204. For more updates on agri news, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business. This is Yash Saxena signing off.